Hi darlings, welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Hey, welcome to my channel.
Yeah, I know I have been a rascal, I know, and I'm so sorry. It wasn't supposed to be like this long before my second video dropped. What happened? So I'm just going to take you guys through all that's been happening in my life up till this very point.
This is what my final outfit looks like. Zuko is on his way already, so I'll be leaving right now.
I had so much fun at Kiddish party.
We'll be together on this Christmas night. So take my hand and hold it.
I'm also currently in school. I did not go home for the Christmas celebration. Actually, absolutely my choice because I had the option to, but I didn't go. And that's because I'm trying to elevate my content. And you know this thing where you travel and it just takes you days to actually settle in, and then when you have to go back to school, it takes you days to prepare. I didn't want any of that, So yes, I'm in school and today is 25th. So Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I mean, I'm in school. There is no Christmas tree around me. I do not have on any red or green or white. People, I'm actually really sorry. I had planned that December I would introduce something called THANKMAS to this channel, which is something I've been doing for years, since 2019. But actually, I introduced it on my WhatsApp. So THANKMAS is actually something that I do where I appreciate God for the year for 30 days. I mean, my WhatsApp viewers would most likely remember the hashtag I appreciate for 30 days, hashtag I am grateful for. This year I decided to do it on YouTube. Of course, there was no way I could do 30 days on YouTube, So I decided to drop one video per week. But then a couple of personal issues came up. I'm just grateful I'm here, to be honest. I'm just grateful because I want to be consistent this new year. So this is THANKMAS episode 1 for the year. Remember I said I would drop videos where I literally just thank God for how the year has been. This is 25th. We have 6 days till the end of the year. So I've decided to, instead of dropping a video once a week, we just have 6 days to the year end. So I've decided to drop a video every single day till the year ends. I know it's madness, but I'll do it. So for this year's THANKMAS, I would like to start with 5 things I'm grateful for in 2023 as a creative. 2023 humbled me. Oh my goodness, this year really humbled me. Okay, I don't know if any of you guys have this, but personally I always look forward to the new year, and I've never looked forward to a year like I did 2023. I'm not kidding. The thing is, I entered school in 2018, yeah, but then I moved to law. So in 20, let's say I officially entered school in 2019, and then my graduation year was supposed to be 2023. And you know how everyone just literally plans for their lives, where you're like, okay, by this year I should have done this, by this year I should have done this, right? So I mean, most times it probably doesn't work that way, but eventually you just have that time stamp to remind yourself that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So 2023 was that year for me. So I literally had looked forward to 2023 since 2019. It was such an important date to me that it was a very important day to me. Yeah, to me. I remember December 2022, how I went on Twitter. I was always affirming, said positive affirmations, and I'm a strong believer of positive affirmations and all. I'd always be that this year it go mad to this one. I mean, the year was good, but the year was good though. To be honest, the year was actually very good. Make I no lie, because I grew in all ramifications. It was not the kind of growth that I was expecting, but it was significant growth. And that's why I'm starting this particular series with the creative edition, because this is something that is so evident to anybody. Okay, so here are 5 things that I am grateful for in 2023. Number one, I'm grateful that I eventually started YouTube. Yeah, the way I told you guys that I anticipated 2023, I'm like, 2023, I would have blown, I would have made money, I'll start earning in dollars, this, that. The thing is, 2023 was that year for me, like creative wise. 2020 was that year for me. Like it was the year that I was like, see, my creative journey, it go blow. Like I will be an influencer. I didn't like have time. So for those of you who know me, I am a final year law student. I used half of the year to serve my faculty as my faculty's vice president. So I even with being the vice president, I literally still wanted to like create content. I was literally always creating but never putting it out. So it was crazy. Do you know how many times I shot my first YouTube video? That's why if you check this channel, I do not have like an official first video because I kept creating first YouTube video, but I was not putting it out. So I'm like, what's the hesitation? Sister, if you want to start this thing, start it. So I just literally had to put myself out there. I mean, I filmed my first YouTube video in 2022 during the time I was interning. I was supposed to like give you guys like dates into every law firm, because I'd done this thing where like I interned in so many law firms, about six. So I was supposed to give you guys the dates, tell you guys how to like get internships, all of those things. I would say like an internship community where like people to like I don't know how to anticipate information on YouTube, right? And I'm so glad I'm talking about this thing now, but it wasn't funny at the time because oh my god, there was a lot going on as the LOSA VP. But now this is about my journey as a creative. So I'm grateful I'm here. Do you know that I've been journaling? Like, in fact, being on YouTube literally came to me. It's been this gnawing feeling in my subconscious like since 2020. And I remember like one of my journals. This is one of my journals. I remember one of my journals in 2020. I had written, okay, start a podcast or start YouTube. And then I started researching like what gadgets do I need? What do I need to do? And then I just decided that, I'm going to start with the podcast. After all, it was like just audio, but whereas YouTube is like audio visual. At the time, I didn't have a good mic. I didn't have a good phone. Jesus Christ. I was using an Android phone, an Infinix Pro Max, 32 gig at the time. And I was very happy with it though. I used to carry my phone up and down, film. See, I was doing journalists everywhere in the school that time. That was first year. By that 2020 year, during the COVID, I remember being at home and just like, oh my god, 2020 was a very eye-opening year for me. I remember being at home and just like thinking, like, goodness, what do I want to do in my life? So I reached that age of self-consciousness, self-awareness on time. I literally, that phase where you want to know your purpose in life. That phase where you're confused. That started for me like in my first year in 2019. So I had spoken to a lot of persons. I spoke to Zugo. I spoke to several people. I've just always known I was supposed to be creative, but then I knew it was supposed to be like YouTube and videography by 2020. So I started working towards it. So by 2021, I had put out this very public birthday wish list, and I was like, see, you guys, I need an iPhone X. And people were laughing at me. We're like, who's going to buy you an iPhone X when you don't have a boyfriend? This one, that one. I mean, you have a secret man somewhere. But I was saving up. I did not believe that, okay, because it's a public wish list, you're just going to wait for someone to surprise you. Nah. So I literally like saving up, and I got my first iPhone X for this is actually a testimony. See, I'm going to share this testimony, like how I started as a creative later on. I got my iPhone X, and now I'm using like, I later transitioned from that iPhone X to the iPhone 11 Pro Max I'm using now, which is the second thing I'm grateful for, because the iPhone X was 256 gig, and this phone I'm using now is 512 gig, which is like a big deal, to be honest. It is a big deal. I'm really grateful for that. The third thing I'm grateful for is my new Amazon tripod and my new LED light. I'm currently filming with the Amazon tripod. Like that's the tripod I'm using to hold the phone right now. I'm using the sunlight because I'm really comfortable with like sunlight and all. But if I was filming this at night, I would have used that LED light, right? So like, I mean, it's something that I'm super grateful for. Having it in my corner is just like a reminder that see, you cannot be dulling, you cannot be procrastinating, you cannot be saying tomorrow, next tomorrow. You are gonna film the content now. First thing I'm grateful for is you guys. I'm grateful for this apartment. You will not believe it. Like I am so grateful for my apartment. Like, see, when I was in first year, that was 2019, 2020, second year, third year, 2021. I was staying in the hostel, so it was like you're having all of these dreams. I mean, I got my iPhone X in 2021. I was supposed to have started YouTube then, but then I wasn't in a good space. And that year we were really rushed academically and everything. So from what I wrote 3 semester exams in 2021, basically same as this year. Even with the little time I could squeeze out, because I mean I know I didn't go home for like the Easter break that year. I think it was about a 2 weeks break or so. I couldn't create anything because I mean my space was bad. I mean there was a point I actually got wallpaper and I was like, see, I'm going to like clear all of this. I make my space look good, get lights, fancy lights in the background. I started stalking pages like Dinma Omed, Kelechi Memina, I am Yechis, trying to get like inspiration for my background. Could it work, man? It did not work out. But I'm so grateful to God that I finally have this space. I really do not need to put any effort. I mean, it's not like the best, but it is the best right now for me. I mean, I'm so, so, so grateful. You guys don't understand. Like, how I even got this space was a miracle. Like, God is amazing. Because as my faculty's VP, I got into office in December. We did our first official project in December, which was like the Christmas karaoke concert, or basically that we had, the karaoke service that we had in December 2022. So by January, I did not go home for Christmas that year as well. But then why I didn't go home was entirely different. By January, we resumed and I didn't have hostel. So it was very crazy because personally, I knew the wonderful plans I had for Losa. I knew that, okay, I didn't want to lose my identity. I knew that I had to like keep my head low. I was literally praying. I was trying to like get clarity because I knew that 2023 was supposed to be that year for me. Oh my goodness. I journaled. I made notes. I documented my dreams, goals. We had 3 different like categories I wanted to like focus on for the year as LOSA VP, as a creative, and as an academics, like as a student who was like obviously interested in academics. But then I think I just ended up doing one excellently. The second one, being a creative, I didn't exactly do it. I mean, I literally showed my creative side while being the VP, but then being a creative for my own personal brand as per dinmaedemba, I wasn't so consistent. And then as an academic student, God is faithful. You guys, God is faithful. So I mean, we'll still talk about 5 things I'm grateful for as an academic student, like academic version or edition. But like, see, I'm grateful for this apartment because I eventually moved in here February 1st, January 31st, February 1st. And at the time, I was like squatting with a friend in the hostel. I was supposed to get hostel. I think I eventually did, but I was like, see, if I already have this option, bad as you bad, make I just come here. And how I even got to know of this space. I mean, people would see me here and be like, this girl get connections. So this girl, how you take no. You guys, it's God. It's really just God because I don't know anybody. Oh, I know people, but I don't ask for help. But I'm just grateful. Like 5 things I'm grateful for as a creative. Now I have a very good space to film. I have good gadgets. I have supporting gadgets, the tripod. I mean, my phone is beautiful. Jesus Christ! I just remembered my Android phone. Jesus, the months before I eventually dropped that Android phone, the Infinix phone I was using, super glue had like stained the back of the camera. The front of the camera. Guy, I could not even the journalist work I was doing. Like back then in first year, early second year too. I would usually cover events like, okay, we're having like the final years are done with their exams. My status is that status you are gonna be watching because it's always up to date. I was always making videos and posting. I wasn't really a Snapchat girly like at the time, so but I was like, trying to like, goodness, I was trying to like be on Instagram, be active. You know what, because eventually when I got the iPhone X, I now really realized and saw why the iPhone was now very, very important for my creative journey. And when I got the iPhone X in 2021, it was a bit hard because iPhone they suck data. But then transitioning in 2022, I kept using that phone. 2023 January, I was able to like upgrade the iPhone X to like 11 p.m. And I can tell you for a fact, the growth is evident. Like people see me now and they're like, Favor, you must be a rich babe. You have LED lights. You're staying in a nice apartment. See, people, it's not like that. It is really not like that because I know how long it took me to like. Basically, the money I used for this apartment was money I had saved up for a while. Um, because the time was too short. Um, the time was really short for me to at the these people girls were selling hostel at the time for 190,000 naira and all of that. I think at the time we paid 450k per room. On my room I paid for 450k. So it was just crazy. Eventually I have a roommate, but like I eventually just realized that if I was not saving that money for what I was saving it for, I don't think I would have gotten this space on time because it was going like it was, when you're like, bring the money now, 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 now. If you don't bring the money, you have missed it. So if I don't have that money stashed somewhere, Otilo is gone. So I'm just grateful to God, right? They're upgrading my phone. Okay, so like I said, I upgraded my phone from a 256 gig to a 512 gig. And eventually, at some point, I started having storage issues too. But then, I was able to get like this flash drive. It's a flash drive where you're able to connect directly to your iPhone, right? And then transfer things into the flash drive. So I think the flash drive is about 128 gig. So I know even if I'm not careful, that 128 gig will finish. But you guys see, God has been very faithful. And like I said, I don't think I looked forward to any year like I looked forward to 2023. And I don't even know. I don't know what I should say. Anytime you're entering here, don't have big expectations. But see, our God is a God that, see, even after everything I'm saying, it's not in 1 year people grow like this. Like, I know how much I prayed. I know how much I wished I had a good phone in first year, second year. In fact, I was managing my Infinix. Then the whole Spaghetti situation, it was so terrible that period. I couldn't film anything. See the videos I made that period there. I was always talking about filming on YouTube. In fact, at some point I was thinking of I started making contacts, trying to go to a friend's lodge, one friend's lodge or the other to film. You know how stressful that can be as a student. Actually, like 2021, how everything was really rushed for us academically. So I didn't have a mic. I didn't have tripod core. It was in Lagos, thinking of how to bring it down here. The ring light. If I use ring light, it literally brings out all the spots in your face. Because I don't skincare. My face is glowing by God's grace. The reason why it seems like as a creative version is like just materialistic. Because as a creative, you need gadgets. You need, see, if you don't have gadgets, no matter who you are, it's going to be hard because you're either renting it or you're begging someone, and it can be very stressful. Like I know how people who do not have cameras but like start up as photographers and all of that. I know how stressful it is having to borrow from friends, having to rent. It can be a very testing time, but I have all of these things around me and I'm like super grateful to God because it's not even easy at all. It was not like one day I was like, let me do this, let me get this. It not happen like that. It was just like a very conscious. So as I'm doing this one, I'm like, you are a creative regardless. So be gathering, be packing. So one thing I'm really grateful for is the gift of my laptop. You guys, see, while being the Losa VP, I did not have a good laptop. Like at some point I even tried borrowing, but I'm not really one to like borrow. So I think I just did that once and then I gave it back around August, September. I got a new laptop. Jesus. It was shocking. I mean, I'd always wanted it. You know, when you've prayed for something, you yearned for something. I was grateful to God. I'm really grateful to God because it's a 4K system. I want to like take my videography skills, like elevate. So we're not just talking YouTube here. We're talking about a YouTuber who can also edit and use Premiere Pro and use Final Cut Pro. You know, small. We're getting there. I got a 4K system and I'm super happy and excited for it. Yeah. Even though I mean since I got the laptop, I never really to learn much, but we'll get there by God's grace. So yes, so this is like 5 things I'm grateful for. As a creative, let's look forward to tomorrow's version of 5 things I'm grateful for in 2023. Merry Christmas again, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope I not talk too much. I hope I not talk too much. Please come back tomorrow. Enjoy my business. This is my new business. I don't have money from anywhere. Please subscribe, like, comment. Tell me what you can resonate with. I will definitely understand. Tell me where you are at now in your creative journey. I would like to like be of help in any way that I can. Right? Toodles. Bye, guys. Till tomorrow. Please subscribe or enjoy my binu. I can kneel down. I beg. Please let's elevate and take this content, this channel to the next place. Thank you very much. Thank you, my brothers and sisters in the Lord. We'll meet tomorrow.